Hello, welcome to Handmade by Julia Quinn and my weekly live video. Today I have a fun project to share with you that I posted on my blog on Sunday night, I believe. The challenge was to case something from the Bright and Beautiful suite, which is in our catalogue on page, right at the front of the catalogue, here. This suite of gorgeous projects in our catalogue. So the challenge was to case one of these projects here. And I actually have done this card before, but I used it as my starting point to create a card using the same stamp set, but totally different paper. And the paper I've used is the Stargazing paper, which actually goes with, I wonder if I know it off by heart which page, here it is, Stargazing. Here's the Stargazing paper here. It actually coordinates with this lovely Reach for the Stars stamp set, but I don't have that stamp set. I have the paper though, and it's so pretty that I wanted to use it for lots of different occasions and events. So here's my card combining this gorgeous paper that I really love the colours of, which is unusual because I'm not usually a brights person, but combining it with one of the layouts on this page. So your catalogue is a really, really good place to get started when you're wanting inspiration or needing ideas to make a card. So that's all of the thought processes behind my card. And then I decided to use some of the other papers in the Stargazing collection to create this one, which is As Your Afternoon, this one which is Berry Burst, and then this version uses Fresh Freesia and Starry Sky as my colours. I think my favourite still is the blue because I'm not really a pinky purpley girl, but the paper really dictated my choice. Hello, those who are here. Thank you so much for joining me. But today for you, I'm going to do the Berry Burst, which is a lovely, very festive choice of colours. So I just put my cards, excuse me, out of the way. So I've just got a Berry Burst card base and then a sheet of this gorgeous Stargazing paper that's exactly the same size as my card front, and another piece of the Stargazing paper. So this one here, I've used the B side. It's actually quite a deep sort of blueberry bliss with the stars on, but I'm using the B side. And I did the same one with this one here with the As Your Afternoon, and then there's the B side with the blueberry bushel, just for the little corner piece like the one in the catalogue. When it came to doing this paper, which has lovely tones of Fresh Freesia and Blackberry Bliss, I couldn't find any coordinating piece. So I just actually used some Starry Sky, I think, or Blackberry Bliss to go with it. I can't remember which colour that is actually. No, this one's Starry Sky. I used Blackberry Bliss for this one to go with the Berry Burst. There we go. Okay, so this is the piece up there. Actually, I don't want it up there. I want it up here to show off those beautiful, beautiful pinks. Oh, well, or do I put it up there? Decisions, Julia. I think I will go that way. So I'll just pop this bit on first. Just use my seal. Pop that on here. Okay, so that's the first step of my card, following exactly with the card that's in the catalogue. And then I'm also using some of this fun paper. This is the Berry Burst. There's also As Your Afternoon, and there's also Fresh Freesia in this paper. It's got a white core in it, and it's one of the specialty papers at the back of the catalogue. Let me show you. So just before the DST page, you've got your specialty papers. So it's called the White Centre 12 by 12 specialty paper. And there is As Your Afternoon, as I said, Fresh Freesia, Night of Navy, Lemon Lime Twist, Berry Burst. Okay, so those 5 colours. I haven't used the Lemon Lime Twist yet, but I have used all of the others. But yeah, when you tear it, it has this really great white centre. So if you like a bit of a nice torn edge, it shows it up very nicely, and I'm just going to double those over. Okay, this is instead of the fringing that there is on the card in the catalogue. So I'm just going to put my seal there and line up my first bit of torn paper right over there, and then a little bit of more seal over here, and line up my second piece of torn edge straight over the top of that. Okay, there we go. And then using my snips, just trim off the edges. And there you go. Look at that. That is so easy, wasn't it? Just using the gorgeous designs of the paper and that great layout that the catalogue shares with us. And I've got a really fun card front. Okay, I'll just stick this straight over the front of my card. There we go. There's the front of my card. Now I'm up to my stamping. So I should have shown you the inside of my cards. So I have used Beautiful Balloons stamp set for some of them. So this one uses beautiful balloons as well. And this card here, I've used the Charming Sentiments stamp set, wishing you the happiest birthdays, wishing you everything wonderful. But when you use I think it's time for a celebration, I've made that one a happy birthday. But this one here, So Thrilled For You, this card could be used for any event. So let's just put this out of the way and get my stamping mat in here. All right, I'll use Berry Burst ink. Don't you love, I just love the way you can use the same ink, the same paper. This Stargazing paper has Berry Burst in it. This torn edge has Berry Burst in it. All of the colours all work together, all the same. Makes it super easy to put things together to get it all sorted out. So I think it's time for a celebration. There we go. Oops, there. Nope. Let's give it another go, Julia. Flip it over. Thank goodness for double-sided cardstock. And give it a bit more time. I must have something on my stamp on the T. Yes, I do. But I can live with that. That's not too bad. I've just cleaned it off now. Okay, so that's that one. And then I think I will make this one a happy birthday one again. So stamp my happy birthday and line that up. Happy birthday. There we go. That's the stamping done. Not much stamping, which is always good. Makes it easy. Close this up so I don't stick my fingers into it. My fingers are already looking rather beautiful. Coloured. Psychedelic. Alright, the happy birthday goes on the inside of my card. I'll just layer that up with some Blackberry Bliss cardstock, which is one of the colours that this piece of paper picks up. And I've got an extra bit of paper for the inside of my card. So which way do I want it? With the stars, like the front? Yes, I do. Or the starry bits. Even though it's sort of, I just love the way this paper is sort of dynamic and shiny. Actually, it's luminescent in many, many ways. And I am very, very grateful to live in a space where I can see stars easily and the Milky Way. We live on a hill, so we have a really nice night sky view. We have big sky, lots of sky. So it's I love that look. Okay, now for my greeting, just to make it a bit interesting, I'm using the Happy Labels punch, which gives you either the scallop edge there or the ticket edge there. I think I've gone mostly for the scallop edge on this card, so let's do the ticket edge this time. So I'm just going to slide that in until it hits right there, very end of the punch. And again, slide to the... I have cut my cardstock to exactly 1 inch. So these 3 tracks are 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch and 1/2 inch for your greetings. but it's too long. So I'm just going to keep punching it until it gets to the length I want it to be. There we go. And butt it up against it. Oop. Here we go. There we are. Does pay to get rid of the extra. Is that better? Yes, that's much better. All right, get rid of my rubbish. All right. Now, here's a new way I've discovered to create a bow. Before I get started on that, I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of my greeting because that's where I'll stick my bow. So I've got about 25 centimeters of ribbon here. I'm going to fold it in thirds. So one, two, three. When you fold it in thirds, if you just pull each of the tails down, it becomes a flat bow. Okay, do it that way. Apparently, someone in my class today told me there is a shiny side and a dull side to this ribbon. This is the sheer ribbon. It comes in a pack of 3. The Azure Afternoon, the Bubble Bath and Lemon Lolly. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous ribbon. I love it. Anyway, when you fold your ribbon in thirds and just pull the tails out, you get a flat bow that's great for card making because it's nice and flat. There's no knot. And I'm going to stick it on this way and this way behind my greeting. Oh, it's upside down, Julia. Let me do that another way. This way so I can see what I'm doing. There, that's better. I'm using that glue that I've already stuck on there to arrange it where I want it to be. Okay, so that's all good. And then I'll use some dimensionals to anchor it in place. Okay, so got one right there and one here. Okay, so there's my ribbon all anchored in place, and then a couple more dimensionals. I love these things. They're great way to stick things on. Okay, so I've got my ribbon running in the same direction as my torn edge, and I'll just pop that there. And the last part of my card, I have used the Beautiful Balloons Coordinating Dies, which has balloons, of course, and stars and tags and the fringing. But I've used the stars with the holographic foil paper, which is also part of the Stargazing suite, to create, this is my favourite one, this one. Look how that silver foil shines. It's beautiful. But there is a pinky one, which goes very nicely with our beautiful paper here. Okay, one there, and then one there. And last of all, I need to put in some bling, rhinestones. What have I got? I've pulled out of my stash some just ordinary rhinestones. This is what I used on the others, which is the pastel sequins. And the iridescent rhinestones are my all-time favourite. I use them on everything because they coordinate with everything. But these are some new ones that I've got recently. 3 gems tinsel pack. And I thought maybe they would go, but maybe they would have gone better with that one because that's fresh freesia. So, I wonder which one I should use. So last time on this one I used just the pink sequins. This time I might use the iridescent rhinestones. Yes, I think I will use it. When I did this class today, some of the ladies used plain basic rhinestones, which work very, very nicely with the I'm glad to help Sharon give you inspiration for using this paper. Yeah, I don't, the star theme, the spaceman does nothing for me, but the paper is so pretty. Okay, let's have some. Now see how these beautiful rhinestones just pick up the colour of everything you use them with. So they just add sparkle and bling and create joy wherever you stick them. That's why they're my favourite. There we go. So here's my cards using the Stargazing paper. I have used this paper in a couple of other projects too. So if you follow me, you'll see those projects come to light sooner rather than later. There you go. So I think it's time for a celebration. Beautiful balloons combined with the stargazing paper and the gorgeous holographic foil to create a card that you can use for any event and happy birthday. I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye bye now.